Hey, welcome back to the Experimental Cook. Today we're making sheet tray nachos, but I just want to start this video by saying I want to give a shout out to D'Angelo's Verses, longtime fan, always will be, uh, dope, neo soul, everything kind of soul singer. Um, I know every damn word on the Brown Sugar album, okay? And also shout out to his dry cleaners because that coat he was wearing is gonna need a lot of TLC. I love when people are like, look, fashion over everything. Look, this heat ain't gonna stop my drip, alright? Because he was dripping. Boots, drip. Jacket, drip. Hat, Drippington. Okay. Anywho, so right now I'm making I'm preparing pico de gallo to go on my chiche nachos. And I love a firm tomato when I'm making this. I feel like squishy tomatoes are dope for like sauces and things like that, but we ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. We actually don't want our pico de gallo to be too saucy, so this may look a little inappropriate, but I'm just digging out the innards, or just getting rid of the tomato juices, because we don't want the pico to be hella wet. Um, so we're just gonna scoop this out and focus on the firmer part of the tomato. We're gonna slice and dice this thing up real quick, and prepare for the jar. I don't know why I chose a jar. You can literally store this in any type of bowl or any other vessel that you may have. There's nothing special about this jar. Um, I just thought it would be cool, and I like to make sure that when I'm like cooking something, to preparing it to put it to the side, I like to have it sealed tight so that all the flavors and all the smells are just in there and involved together. So you see all that tomato juice? We don't want that shit. Finger wag. Don't make me shame you. I will shame the hell out of you if you serving wet ass gazpacho like pico de gallo. We don't want that. We don't want our nachos juicy. We don't want no damn juicy nachos. Okay, set that to the side. Let's move on. Now I got my garlic press here. Fresh garlic, though I do endorse frozen garlic for popping in soups and all that stuff, but we wanted some fresh garlic for this situation, so put it through the garlic press. Yeah, so it just does something to me to see it, go through, to squash it. I don't know what it is, man. So we're gonna get through these and pop them in the jar. There's nothing in the world like fresh garlic. I eat garlic every single day. I just love it. All right, now we have some cilantro. Just shake it, and the dead leaves will fall out. And I'm gonna pick the leaves off one by one. I don't want any stems or anything like that, so we're just gonna speed through that. Some people hate the flavor of cilantro. They say it tastes soapy, and to some degree I do feel like there's a little palm olive. I do feel like there's a little dawn, a little flavor at the end, but also when I eat it I taste like fresh chopped grass, greenery, with a little hint of citrus or lemon in there. But definitely underneath that, there's some dish soap. There's some dish soap, but it just adds to the amazingness that is cilantro. Pop it in a jar, and right now I'm shaking it because I'm hoping and praying and wishing that there is going to be enough room in here for my red onion. So we set that to the side, and we get working on this green onion. Now I'm just gonna size this green onion up real quick. What the hell I'm gonna do with you? How am I gonna chop you? How? I think I'm thinking about Anne from The Worst Cooks, and she always says slices, stick, dices, or some shit like that. And I'm thinking, but how, Anne? How? I'm just gonna chop this shit up as quick as I can because I already know I'm about to be in pain. This onion was so damn potent that I nearly gave up. I had a whole plan. I was like, I'm about to slice this and then I'm gonna chop it up. No, you know what I had to do? I had to go ham. I just had to do it. Um, that one hand, I had to step away. I had to step away. That jar you saw with water in it was not water, it was my tears. Because I was crying so much. Alright, so we got our pico de gallo set up. And we're just gonna store it in the fridge and let it come together for a couple of hours while we work on the other parts of this. And everything else is just prep, right? So we got our cheese, the Oaxaca, which I did bite, but I wasn't serving anybody but me and my boo. So we're good with each other on that front. I picked the smallest grater I could find. Why? I don't know. Lazy is what it was. And finally, I just grabbed the knife and started going ham on this cheese. What I love about this Oaxaca cheese is that it reminds me of mozzarella, but it actually has to me a little bit more flavor. I don't know if it's the cows or the amount of salt or anything. Whatever it is, keep doing it. I literally bought some the week after this just to snack on. So amazing cheese. I don't know why I like it so much, but I do. So yeah, I'm just counting it up like dollar bills right now, 20, 50, and then I tasted it and it was good. All right, and moving on to our guacamole. Let's get into it. Spice. Oh, that's strange. What's up with that color? Is that normal? I think the French call it the
I'm sorry, you think the French call it a jalapeno?
Yeah, now we're gonna move on to the guac. Cut up.
Oh, you don't want to wipe down the...
Nope, I sure don't, and I don't want to talk about it. I love this method of spooning, of getting the pit out, spooning the avocado out. I love this method. I don't really know if there is a better method except for maybe slicing it inside the skin before pulling it out, but avocados equals love. Oh. Shit, I'm out.
Right. 5, 4,
3, 2, 1. Level out. You ready? Alright, man, so we got our avocados here. We got 3 avocados. They look pretty nice, pretty ripe without being strangely mushy and super brown on the inside. So usually when I make guacamole, I usually make it with like fresh squeezed lemon and all that other fresh from scratch shit. But I saw this and I decided that it might be cool to try this. So it's the Frontera original guacamole mix with tangy tomatillos, green chili, and garlic. And so here are the directions. Mash 2 ripe avocados. I have 3 in there, but we'll see what happens. But I like this because it's a bunch of natural ingredients that like I know what they are. I can identify them, and I've eaten them before. Some other shit. Other brands have some strange shit. So it's cool to find brands that have more of a natural flair. I'm gonna just give this a quick taste. Okay, it's strange, is what. So it's strange. I'm just gonna add a little bit. So it's a salsa? My G, you got me out here excited and you just salsa? Guac. You like trying guac?
It's fine.
Okay.
I'm open to all of the options.
Okay, so we shouldn't have gum, baby. So that right there is alright. I'm gonna add a little bit more of the salsa. And then just mix it in with the spoon. Give it a taste. Okay, so they mean it when they say add the whole pack. So that's what I'm gonna do. Mix it up. And to be clear, it said like add a whole pack to 2 avocados, and I have 3 pretty decent sized avocados in there. All right, that's better. I'm gonna add my own shit to it. So I'm gonna add some onion. I'm gonna add some garlic. And let me see if I got some cumin in here. And I'm gonna add some comino as well. And just a touch of salt. Then we're gonna mix this up. It is becoming less and less chunky the more I mix it on. Okay. Now that's working. Hold on. That's working a little better, but it needs acid. And I know they have lime allegedly in there, but it's not coming through a lot. At this point, I mean, I should have just made this myself. So I'm gonna add like a third of a large lemon. And the lemon will also keep it from going brown. So it adds flavor and also is a preservative. Hold on, let me see. Much better. Got some seasoned salt here. Just gonna add that. And that's it right there. All right, so we got 4 chicken thighs here that I cut up in strips. Could have been a little thinner, I suppose, but whatever. It's still gonna be delicious. Right here, got a little bit of olive oil in this pan. And yeah, we're just gonna go for it. Along with the chicken and the oil, I'm also gonna put in some of these little, oh no, it's ginger. No, not ginger. Oh, there's no more garlic. Okay. So I'm gonna put in this sauteed chopped onion, this caramelized onion. I'm just gonna pop in a couple of cubes to give a little bit more flavor to the chicken. So just gonna let this go, let it cook down, and then add our seasonings. Alright, man, so the chicken is nice and it's got some color on it. First of all, I love this new skillet that we have by Karate. The heck, Karote? I'm not sure, but it is hella non-stick. Hella non-stick, as you can see. Right? But yeah, let's get back to it. So, I got a couple seasoning packets. I got the Lowry's, you know, because, you know, black shit. And I got the McCormick original, and I got a chicken taco. So, I'm gonna hit both up in here. I'm actually gonna put more of the chicken because, well, it's chicken. Give it a good mix around. Yeah. So I think some experts on the back of this car says to stir in water. I don't think I'm gonna do that. I think I'm gonna leave it just like this and let that let the powder of the spices absorb all of that chicken fat and grease and broth and all that stuff. So yeah, man, we're gonna let it cook down a little bit more, and then when we come back, we're going to assemble. We're gonna do this thing on a sheet tray. I've seen a lot of videos where people do things on sheet trays. I would suggest that you put down some foil, or if you don't care about hella scrubbing something for mad long, then don't do it. That's fine also. So I got two different types of chips here. I got Mission, Mission rounds, by the way, which to me are the best for carrying meat and cheese into my face. So I'm gonna put some down. And then I also got, sticking with the Frontera, some lime and sea salt flavored chips. And the lime is kind of pungent. So if you're not into the lime, then I would suggest just sticking to the Mission or whatever tortilla chips you into. I mean, you know, definitely the best to me commercial chips, but obviously restaurants who fry their own chips are, you know, killing the game. Oaxaca cheese. Now, it reminds me of mozzarella, but I imagine that when I order from a restaurant, that they are not putting mozzarella, that they are putting a familiar cheese. So this is a really melty cheese. So I'm just gonna put that all over the chips, and then what else should I do? I feel like I should add more chips, but I feel like that's crazy. So
you don't want to mix the chips so that there's cheese in it and lots of bites?
So mix the chips with the cheese. Yeah, I don't really know what that's gonna do. But hopefully there'll be like secret pockets of cheese and you'll be like surprised when you bite into it. Damn, that's some cheese right there. Next we got our seasoned chicken. I'm just gonna pour that right on top. Yeah, I want the grease. I want it. I'm here for it. Chicken grease, let's go. Put all that flavor, let it soak up in the chips. Yeah, just real fat shit. I mean, if you can't tell by these haunches, I'm fat shit. So occasionally. Okay, a lot of times I do fat shit. Next we got this like 4 cheese Mexican blend. I really sometimes find myself kind of confused about how some of these cheeses made it into this mix, but you know, I just stay in my lane. So we're gonna go ahead and just spread this cheese over the top, get it nice and cheesy. I'm gonna be taking hella lactate if I decide to eat this on the fence. Okay, and then we are going into the oven for an unspecified amount of time. And yeah, and while that's in there, I'm getting the guac ready. I'm getting the pico ready, and I'm slicing up some green onion to go on top. So yeah, man. All right, so earlier y'all see me jar this pico just to keep it, so I just pre-did it and prepared it and put it in the fridge for a while. And now all I have to do is just pop it out. And now all I have to do is just pop it out. Now all I have to do is just pop it out. That's what I get for being fancy. So you got tomato, cilantro, red onion, and some garlic in here. So you want to get that all mixed up. Making a damn mess. Get that all mixed up. Dang, it smells fire. I'm just gonna add just a touch of salt. Another touch. And a little squeeze of lemon. And that'll do it for the pico. I'll get a close shot of that. Ooh, it's pretty. I did that. Me pico de gallo.
You sure nature did that?
Nature ain't got shit on me. No, nature got everything on me.
You better watch out.
I'm sorry, nature.
For nature come up, talk about.
I'm sorry, nature. I didn't mean it. Bye. Yeah. Look at that melty, beautiful. The chips got even more crispy. Release some oil. Check out the cheese, the Oaxaca. Oh boy, it's gonna be a fat night. All right, so let's start putting our stuff out. So I'm gonna start with some pico. Hit it with some guac. Guac came out nice, man. It pulled a lot of flavor as it set. Some guac. You know, we just some basic motherfuckers. We want our, what is it, our pumpkin lattes and I don't want no damn pumpkin latte, but some of us want our pumpkin lattes and we want our extra guac. We don't care if it's
to be clear, that's not me. I don't want the pumpkin latte.
That's not what I heard about you, though. Ain't what I heard, though. Alright, so we got some jalapeno. Put that around. I'm also going to try to avoid them like a motherfucker later.
So you're not going to eat this.
And some green onion. And then boom. You got your sheet tray nachos, which are literally nothing special. You could do this shit in a bowl, just for a single person. Or if you got, like, I always say this, when you got homies, you know, you inviting your homies, but nobody should be inviting anybody anywhere right now. It's a damn pandemic. California is in a great place in some spots, and we should be fighting to keep it there. Stop hanging out with motherfuckers. Stop going to outdoor meals and laughing hard. Nothing is that funny. All right, so I'm not gonna take a taste, but my filmographer will take a taste and tell us what they think.
Pretty good.
Pretty good, huh? Not bad, man. All right. And you can do it too. All right. Experimental cook. We out, baby.